Welcome. Today I'm going to teach you how to increase the value of your company by $14,000 in 10 minutes using this highlighter. Let's dive into it. Welcome to the Happy Dealmaker channel. I'm Scott Duke. If you're new to the channel, we're all about empowering entrepreneurs to set their companies up so they are sellable. Today, we're talking about how to increase company value. Specifically in this series, in this episode, we're talking about how to increase value by reducing your expenses. So let's dive right into it. All right, in episode 1 of this series, I headed over to the whiteboard and I drafted this out for you guys to show you the 4 times in your business sale journey that you have an opportunity to increase the value of the company. Today, we're talking about this one right here in the pre-valuation stage. So long before you're ever gonna take your company to market, we're going to use the lever right now of reducing expenses. So how do we go about doing that, right? Well, it's actually painfully simple, okay? There's 2 places that you can get data on your company of where your expenses are going out the door. One is from your profit and loss statement out of whatever software you use, whether it be QuickBooks or Simply Accounting, it doesn't matter. You can print off that ledger and go through your expenses and in detail and figure out, hey, how is money going out the door in this company and how can I reduce it? The other one that I'm going to show you right now in this episode, which is so painfully simple, and I can guarantee you it's going to save you some money and increase the value of your company today, is just print out your Visa statement, all right? You should, hopefully, any business owner, especially small business owners, we should be running all our expenses through one Visa. So if you have multiple visas that you're using, your personal Visa and there's like a company Visa and your expenses are all over the place, first get that all consolidated, put it onto one credit card so that you can easily look through your monthly statements. But for the most part, people are already gonna have one credit card that their expenses are going through for their small business. So just print out the last 3 months of that, okay? And then all you do is you take this highlighter, any highlighter, right? Like 10 cents, I don't know what these things cost, $1, and just take 5 minutes. It actually took me 5 minutes to go through 3 months of mine and just highlight, okay, what's on this expense, this credit card statement that I don't really need to run my company. And it kind of like builds up over time, right? When COVID hit and I had extra time, I sat down and I did this and I found $800 of monthly expenses that were running through my credit card that I did not need to run my company. Like, what a waste of money, right? Anyhow, so I did that, 5 months ago, where I forget exactly how long ago I did that, but I did it again today for this episode. And in this episode, again, like even in that short period of time, I found $178 of expenses that I don't need to be spending on a monthly basis that are recurring on my credit card. Yikes, right? Okay, so now that you know the expenses are there, you go through your credit card, kind of just highlight the ones that don't make any sense for your business. What does that actually do? What's the impact that's making on your company from a value perspective? All right, so I found that $178 of monthly expenses that are running through this credit card that I do not need to run my company. If you times that by 12, it actually equals out to $2,136 that it's costing me on an annual basis. So that's what I'm saving myself today just by doing this small exercise. But what does it actually do for me in the long run, right? So in the long run, when I'm thinking about adding value to my company, when someone comes to buy my company, they're going to be paying me a multiple of my earnings. So yippee, I just made an extra $2,000 a year in earnings. But when people buy your company, depending on the risk of your business, they're gonna be paying you somewhere between 3 times to, if your company's amazing, 10 times earnings, right? And that's, the whole point of this little series is to show you guys how to get more to this zone than this zone. But even if we look at it from the 3 times perspective, so we multiply our number up here, our 2,136, that gives us $6,408. So I actually today, with this highlighter and using 5 minutes of my time, added this amount of money to the value of my company. If my company wasn't, the best company in the world, right? If it was a better company, let's say it's gonna be purchased at 7 times. So we're 7 times this. I actually added, it was 14, just shy of $15,000 of value to my company. So really, like, what I'm trying to show you guys here is if you can reduce the expenses in your business, thus creating more income at the end of the day, it dramatically impacts the value of your company by like 3 times to 7 times, up to 10 times, depending on the industry you're in and the desirability of your business to a buyer. It's not just what you earn today, it's what you're gonna get paid tomorrow when you go to sell. So think about that. Hopefully this video helps out. If it was useful for you, don't forget, like, subscribe. Every single Tuesday and Thursday, I drop videos like this to show you how to add more value to your company along the road as you prepare it for sale. And I also give you other tricks and tips to reduce the time it takes to operate your business. So anyhow, hope this video was useful. We'll see you guys in the next video. And remember, every business is sellable.